Taylor, come give me a hug. I'm leaving. I love you. Yesterday was Father's Day, my 7th one to be exact. There's always days like yesterday that remind me the true meaning of success and what it really means. Every year my daughter writes me a card of appreciation. Yesterday she asked for something specific. She didn't ask for some vacation. She didn't ask for dad to go buy some cool new car. She didn't ask for him to go get another watch. She didn't ask for anything material like us men think in our minds, like, oh, if we make all this money, we can go buy all these things, and then that provides some type of lifestyle for our children. To some extent it does. What she asked for was a daddy-daughter date. What she asked for was my time. And I think back to when I was little, to my parents separate at the age of 6. Think back to those times, and I never thought about, does my dad have money, or is he doing well? I never thought about anything monetarily. When I thought about him and wanted to be around him, it was for his time. I think as we're always in these high value roles in these jobs and we're chasing building these businesses, we forget about the most valuable asset to our children is time. It's not all these things. We get so caught up in building these lifestyles and think that we have to continually evolve them in order for our kids to be happy and fulfilled. But that's just not true. It really comes down to time. So for me, I don't judge success now based off of what I have. I mean, yes, it's nice to have things, and it's easy for other people to, from the outside looking in, to say that guy's doing well because he has X, Y, and Z. But for me internally, how do I judge my level of success? My kids asking for my time. Because if they didn't love you, or if you weren't doing the right things, they wouldn't want your time. And what's crazy to think is, even though my dad wasn't in my life from, really ages 6 through 19, and even through my early 20s, we had a very fragmented relationship. The world is really full circle. Now one of the closest people in my life, the consultant of mine that works underneath me at Noble & Co. And to be honest, growing up, I would have never have thought that him of all people would be in my life in the capacity that he is today. Today though, we got to run some errands. Friday was Juneteenth, so the banks were closed. I got to go pick up some checks today. I got to drop off some titles, get some paperwork stuff done. Damn near every day I get up, go to the gym, and after the gym on my way to the office, I stop and get a protein shake. My boy Ben owns this place, literally some of the best protein shakes in Arizona, hands down. Some of y'all may know this spot. It's called Bikini Beans. Ben and his wife Regina started this thing, I believe, back in 2014. It was the first to market. There's never been anything like it in Arizona. It's essentially like a Dutch Bros, but obviously with girls in bikinis. Guys, this right here is gold. I'm not gonna tell Ben and Regina's story. Who and his wife really risked it all. Their house, credit card, like their story is inspirational, and to build it into a multi-million-dollar business that in some ways people would view as taboo, or some people would frown upon it. It gets a lot of negative press. It has throughout the years, but what's never stopped with both of them in that brand is that they just kept going. They kept pushing through the negativity, and honestly, they built it into a real company, right? Like you see a lot of these little coffee shops and different things like that. You're like, yeah, they're a small business, but this is not that. Like this is like a true company. He's starting to franchise them to get them all throughout the US. So kudos to him. Amazing product, amazing concept. Keep going, bro. This motherfucker would pull out. To the bank right now again because of Juneteenth on Friday. Banks were closed. I got a $27,000 check that I got to pick up for a Range Rover we sold last week. Later on in the video, when we get to the dealership, there's a peek behind the curtain. I'm not gonna be one of those dealerships that gatekeep. I'm not gonna show you guys all the financials, but I'm definitely gonna show you guys some of the deals we did last week, so you can kind of see some of the spreads and what it really looks like from our end. It's not always gonna be wins either. Funny story, when I first started Noble back in January, 6 months ago, I was on the auction and I thought I ripped this car. It was a Toyota, I don't even remember what Toyota it was, but I thought I absolutely ripped it from the auction. It was a fucking hydrogen car. Like, I'll be honest, I only thought there was electric and gas. I didn't even realize there was hydrogen cars here. There's no hydrogen gas stations in Arizona. The closest hydrogen gas station's in California, and this car had like 10 miles of range. So I ended up having to call the dealer, which is a dealer here in Arizona. I'm not even gonna blast him for it, but he wanted 2 G's to get out of the deal, $2,000. So I told him I was broke, I had no money, and I was able to get out of the deal for $1,000, but I still had to give this guy $1,000 to get out of this deal. And mind you, I hadn't even sold a car yet. I never filmed all my growing pains over the last 6 months, but there were some fucking growing pains. I did some stuff just because you don't know, you know what I mean? Like, there's times you're just gonna make mistakes and it's just gonna cost you money no matter what you do. But thankfully today, so far, is not one of them days that's cost me money. It's still early though. What time is it? Not even 9 o'clock yet. Hey, I am just here to pick up a check. It's for my dealership. It's Noble & Co.
There you are.
Awesome.
Hey, thanks for your
Noble,
patience.
perfect. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
All right, you have a good one. We're up this, we got them fraudsters. We see that check, $26,258. Finna get deposited. Oh, it's payday. You know what I mean? Payday never hurts. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now we're about to head to the dealership, the original, the OG, where Noble started, because in order for you to understand like how far we've come in 6 months, you got to see where ground level was. Because I'm telling you, ground level was ground level. Right here, though, this unit. Okay, this is, look at this, man. This is really where we start. Look at this. These are other dealers. Who's buying this shit, man? Look at this. This thing has been up on bricks, I think, since we started here. And then look, they've been living back here. Look at the garbage can. They got baskets. You got a couch back there. Listen, people love to say, "Oh, I started from the bottom." Noble really started from the bottom. Especially this little weasel motherfucker right here. This is another little dealer right here in the blue. Look at him. He's gonna say, "Hey, oh hey!" I can't stand that motherfucker. Yo, when we first moved into the unit, there was this wall right here, and all the crackheads sit behind this wall. They would all tweak out right here. And so I paid this dude to come and blow this whole wall out. And now they didn't have nowhere to hide. But believe it or not, they still, if we were to go over there right now, I guarantee you, I'll find some Narcan or some needles. Guaranteed right there. Started this. Let me tell y'all something. Humble beginning. So when I took this unit over, it was literally a chiropractic office. So there was a big wall right here, another wall right here, tore all that down, repainted the whole interior, but this is where Noble started. Got 2 offices over here. This is where we used to sign people, right here. I want to show you guys this so you can appreciate where we're at now, because if you didn't get this look and see, you won't understand how crazy it is in 6 months to be in our new situation. This was the storage room where we used to keep all of our stuff at. 600 square foot office. We were doing what, $25,000 a month in net gross out of this little unit on 43rd and Glendale Ave, selling to, not trying to put people down, man, but selling to some real iffy individuals, man. This is way different than 43rd and Glendale Ave. It's literally a full indoor showroom. We had I think we had 12 cars in here when we first moved, and now we have 6. So we've sold quite a bit in the last week. I gotta buy a bunch of cars. The auction ends in a couple hours. So I'll fill this up again, but nonetheless, I can fit about 8 or 9 this way. I can fit another 3 back here, as you can see, and then I can slant them going down this way, probably like another 8. So I think roughly in here, I could probably fit about 18 cars comfortably, maybe close to 20. But as we scale and grow, I can always put lifts in here too, which would look sick. But nonetheless, I'll show you guys the rest of the building in a minute. Since I just got here, I gotta hop on my computer and get some stuff done.
Came out 3 weeks ago, offering $9,600 on the Buick. She drove it. She said, hopefully you didn't get the AC fixed on it, and that she'll take it for the 88 with no AC.
That's what she said?
Yes.
Show me the text.
Let me call her up. Hold on.
Because she didn't say that.
She did. Did you get the AC fixed? Is it
Well,
fixed?
he ordered the compressor, but he hasn't.
No. Corey with Noble & Co. Shut the motherfucker down. Call her. Oh, she may have heard that. Damn it. Dang, she may have heard that. Ma'am, are you there?
Yes.
You might be in luck. So you can do 8,800 if we don't put the compressor in there. You'll take it just like that?
9,500 out the door.
Without the AC fixed?
Yes, without the AC fixed.
Without the AC fixed.
Hey miss, this is Tay, I'm the owner. We can get it fixed for about $500. The only reason we're not is at the 8,800, in full transparency, I'm making no money on it. So
Whoever I talked to kind of said something like that, yeah.
I'm not kidding. At 8,800, we're making $40. So that's why I was like, I was gonna fix the AC and then I was gonna relist it for 10.5 because it books for 12. But my dad was saying, he's like, no, don't fix it. I literally have someone that wants it for 8,800 because we've had it 50 days. Honestly, I just want to get rid of it. I really do. I just want to get rid of it.
Okay, let me just ask.
Go.
At the 8,800, what is the figure out the door?
I'll tell you right now. There's going to be tax involved. You'd be closer to like 10,150. Do you have an extra 650?
Not right now.
Could you put it on a credit card?
I can look into it.
Okay. Because that's literally just the tax. I can't like waive tax.
Right, I know.
And your registration's cheap. It's like $40, and then there's a title and doc fee. It's $8.
Okay.
So let us know soon because we don't even have it here. It's there because they are getting the compressor today. So if you really want it, I'll tell them to stop that job.
Yes, I believe I really do.
Okay. I'll call them, tell them to stop that job. And again, we can take credit card for the extra 600.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see. Okay, I'll call you back.
Okay, cool. We'll talk to you in a bit.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. You go ahead and sell her the warranty, man.
will.
That's not my job.
That's what I'll do when she gets here. I'll make sure I do that.
I'm actually surprised that was real. So, you calling her back?
No.
Hey, don't run into the wall. So look at this. We actually really did. We paid $7,900 for it at auction, add-ons. We had to fix the brakes, a couple other things. Was $860. So us listing at $8,800, our total on the vehicle is $87.60. So we're really only making $40. List price on it, KBB, is almost 12 G's. So, it's just one of those cars that I bought back, 53 days ago when we were at the old location. And to be honest, I don't know. I kind of bought it because he's obsessed with him, to be honest. But he's grown up a little bit. That's the thing about the car business. Not everything is always going to be a win, right? Like this is one of those that is a loss, to be completely honest with you. So when we went to 1AZ and we got that check earlier for the Land Rover, to give you a peek behind the scenes, like what some of these deals can look like. So this was the deal. We ended up selling the Range Rover for $19,727, right? She did end up getting a warranty. Warranty was $4,500. Our cost on it was $2,736. So we made $1,764 on the warranty. And then on the front end, we made $1,491 plus the vehicle pack. So total net profit to the dealership was $7,855. Range Rover that I'm referencing right here. So when we got it, we were the 25th bid, 6 bidders on it, got it for $12,900. It had a low score at the auction because they listed it as having a vehicle wrap, but it actually wasn't a wrap, it was PPF. So this is gray and it had satin PPF over the top, but the idiots at the auction classified it incorrectly. So everyone thought it was a shitty vinyl wrap and it wasn't. But it was hella clean. Didn't even need nothing but a cobblestone car wash and a vacuum. We didn't have to pay to detail this thing. Did have a check engine light, took about a week to fix that. It was this little seal thing, it was like $400 to fix it. Our guys at Glendale Tire took care of us on that, but super clean otherwise. And again, I was a winning bid at $12,900 on that. So that was a nice hit. We need a couple of those a month at minimum. You may know this, I've been doing content since like 2020. Part of the reason why I started again is, I wanted to give you guys a raw inside look of entrepreneurship and what it means to run all these different businesses. A lot of this is for me. I wanted to be able to document my journey. I wanted to be able to look back and see the growth professionally, personally, all of it, and capture. I could reflect on it. Honestly, what this channel is going to be is just raw content. Sometimes I'm going to say shit I probably shouldn't say. Sometimes you're going to see stuff that you normally wouldn't see or that would be edited out. I don't want to give you guys fake content. I don't want to chase content. So many people do that now. There's so many fake influencers. I don't want to be that. I really just want you guys to be able to see what it looks like, the wins, the losses, from my vantage point, from somebody that's in the trenches, building it, running it every single day. Nonetheless, that's it for this video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna do my best to try to post, I don't know, once a week. No promises though, because I'm busy, but I am gonna give you guys a look into some of the other stuff I have going on. Appreciate you guys watching this video.